In this segment, we're going to be going over our track and field drill database. I'm going to take the back seat and let Coach Chris Forty run the entire show. Coach Chris is the head coach of the Dashing Whippets out of New York City, and he's also a USA Track and Field certified coach and official. We're very fortunate and happy to have him on our staff, teaching you guys the basic fundamentals of track and field so that you can take the skills that you learn from this video and apply it to your sessions.
All right, first drill we'll start off with is high knees. The high knee drill, the idea is to try to make sure that you're staying, all of your body movement is the front half of your form, both your legs and your arms, and try to go up as high as you can and push through. Another variation of the high knee drill is to also include hurdles as part of the drill. You can in this version, you can extend your stride lengthwise to cover the barriers. Another version of the high knee drill is to take multiple steps in between each of the barriers. This allows you to practice your hurdle form while also focusing on quick feet. So if high knees focus on the front half of your running form, the opposite drill is butt kicks, which focuses on the back half of your running form. So at the same time, with your hands and feet, you want to make sure you're going backwards and focusing on the back half of your running form. Driving your feet up to your butt and your hands stay in the back of your body. Another variation to high knees is called the A skip. The A skip is exactly the same as a high knee, but there's a skip step in between the middle of each. So you can see that the bottom leg hops in between each stride. So the B skip takes the same A skip motion, but now extends out that front foot. So you have a hop step in the middle, and you're extending out the front leg to reach for the ground. The next drill is karaoke or grapevines. The concept of this drill is to try to create some lateral movement in between each of the strides. You start with the low version, keeping your feet down near the ground and shifting your hips across. A more advanced version of the drill involves bringing that trail leg up higher across your body. Another version of the butt kick is, instead of reaching backwards with your leg, is to tuck that foot underneath in order to kick your butt. So same hand movement, but making sure that as you come up, that you're kicking your butt on the back side. One of the main goals in teaching form is to try to teach quick cadence. And a great example of that is quick feet. So with all of the drills that we've been doing today, you want to make sure that you're keeping a high cadence. This one focuses on that cadence at a very low level to the ground. So as you're running, you just want to focus on keeping your head up, good form, and getting your feet up and down as quickly as possible. And just keep chopping towards the ground as quickly as you can. What might be a more fun way to execute quick feet is to use some apparatus like a ladder. And in using a ladder, you have the ability to make sure your athletes step twice in between each of the rungs in the ladder. Bounding is a drill that benefits both runners and jumpers. So if you have any athletes that maybe want to try to long jump or the triple jump, as well as any runner can benefit from this. The concept is to engage your glutes to drive yourself forward as much as possible while driving as far out as you can. Remember to stay upright with the posture throughout the drill. Lateral bounding, similar to forward bounding, engages the glutes, but instead of going directly forward, you want to go from side to side at a 45-degree angle. Building off of forward bounding and lateral bounding is a same location drill called speed skating, also engaging the glutes. The idea is to go from side to side while dipping downward and pushing off your glutes. So you want to try to get as low as possible in between each stride. Ankling is a drill that is very similar to quick feet, but rather than picking up your feet off the ground, you want to push forward from using your feet and ankles and engaging just those muscles to build ankle strength as you continue to drive forward. The walking lunge is another drill that develops glute strength, but in a very slow motion. So as you step forward, you want to always make sure that your body weight is straight over the center of your legs. You don't want to step too far forward that you lose balance. Balance is very important throughout this drill, and that you're not reaching too far and that your upper body starts to sway from side to side. The single leg deadlift is another drill that also incorporates balance throughout the drill. As you walk forward and bend, you want to extend out the leg towards the back. As you get started with this drill, it's easier to take a couple strides in between each, just slowly walking. More advanced athletes may be able to just take one stride in between each toe tap as they go backwards. Squat thrust is another drill that focuses on glute strength, balance, and power. The concept behind this is to drive yourself forward, coming down, but not so far that you lose your balance in between each. So as a beginner, it's safer to take shorter strides, and as you become more advanced, the distance between each squat thrust becomes further and further. Side steps focus on your upper hip strength, and so the idea is to simply just step from side to side, one foot in front of the other. What you want to be sure to do is with that trail leg, so with this trail leg, don't drag it, you want to pick it up and put it down. As you move on to more advanced work, you can get bands of different resistances and do the same drill. Again, picking up and putting down the foot each time. You want to make sure that as you fatigue, that you don't start dragging that trail leg, which is a very common mistake when executing this drill. Clamshells, like the side steps, are also designed to engage outer hip mobility and strength. It's a simple raising and lowering of the hip. For a more advanced approach, you can take that resistance band again, pull it up towards your knee, and then the same exercise. Make sure that when you come back down, that you don't lose resistance in the band, that there's always some slight resistance in the band when using it. Bird dogs are a great exercise to both focus on glute strength as well as core strength. You start in the position, hands and knees down together, and then it's alternate leg with alternate arm. So if left leg out, right arm out. Right leg out, left arm out, and alternate. This also focuses on balance. And as the athlete gets more advanced, the pace can quicken between each action. Fire hydrants, similar to side steps and to clamshells, also focus on outer hip strength, but at the same time engage your core because you have to also focus on balance. Starting in the prone position again on hands and knees, simply extend the leg up as high as you can on the outside, making sure to keep your knee at a 90-degree angle and striving for as far up as you can without tilting your body. So poor execution of this drill would involve shifting your body weight all the way over to the side like this. You want to focus on keeping your upper body still. Mountain climbers are a great exercise because they both execute cardio and core at the same time. Starting in the push-up position, both feet out. We're going to start running towards your chest, making sure that you're bringing your knee high up and as close to your chest as possible. And continue to drive that chest forward as much as you can. Jumping jacks provide a great warm-up exercise before you begin any routine because it engages your entire muscle groups. Your hips, your arms, your core, all of it, which is important in track. And it's a great way to warm up before starting all of your drills. Calf raises are also a great warm-up exercise as it's just a very basic motion but gets the muscle groups warm before doing any of the active drills that we're about to do today. So as you stand still, stand with your hand in your hips, slowly raise up and down in your calves. Remember, don't go so high that you start losing your balance. The object is to focus on form and execution throughout all of the drills we'll do today. Push-ups are also another great warm-up exercise as you try to prepare for the day's drills. Push-ups are important because you'll also require your upper body as you develop as a track runner. So when you go down, release, come out, and push back up. Down, release, and back up. As you can see, try to keep your upper body as still as possible as you get more and more advanced at doing push-ups. Core is one of the main things that we focus on as runners. It provides all the strength that we need both in our legs and provide it to propel us forward. So we'll do a basic sit-up as one of those drills today. Remember to exhale as you come up and do the sit-up, and inhale on your way down. Monster walks are another great drill to try to develop glute strength. Keep your knees locked and straight, and as you can see, the arms move in concert with your legs. So you want to make sure that you're always moving forward and that you're using your arms and legs at the same time. Monster runs are an extension of the monster walks that we performed earlier when using the bands. So monster runs, you'll also keep your arms and legs locked in the same position while moving forward. Landing flat-footed and pushing off. Alternating fast claw is which you accelerate through the drill with every third stride, picking up your foot and snapping it towards the ground. So as you run across, you pick up real quick with the third foot. One of the main points in teaching track and field drills is about cadence. It's about executing as fast as possible. The quick feet drill enables you to teach foot speed in a timely manner. Starting in a slightly crouched position, just quick feet, as quick as you can, straight across the turf, keeping low and steady. The one-step hurdle drill teaches hip extension using the barriers on each side. We'll start with the right side, and as you cross over each hurdle, you want to extend that left leg out. And continuing with the one-step drill from the right side. There are two types of hurdle step drills. First one is the two-step drill, which upon completing every barrier, you land with 2 feet, pausing. The one-step hurdle drill is a continuation all the way through the hurdles. Continuing with foot speed, in and out ladder drills are a great way to teach yourself how to get your feet in and out of a location as quickly as possible. Try to keep your head up as much as possible without putting your head down to look where your feet are going. Bunny hops are a great drill to teach explosiveness in small bursts. You can use each of the rungs of the ladder to quickly 2 feet in between each. Sidestep high knees continue with foot agility, building on the in and out drill. The forward-facing in and out drill has you make your way across the ladder, having both feet tap inside each rung of the ladder and outside each rung of the ladder. Scissoring ladder drill allows you to make your way across the ladder, alternating feet in the box each time. And as you also execute the drill, remember to move your arms to simulate a running motion. The sidestep in and out drill allows you to move your way across the ladder, tapping both feet inside each rung of the ladder, with the outer foot staying not touching the ground. In and out squats are a great way to teach explosiveness and footfall. As you execute the drill, you start inside the ladder, jumping out to the side, squat, into the middle, out, into the middle. Ladder lunges are a great way to teach posture and form while combining explosiveness. Each foot will step inside the ladder as you make your way across, alternating with each foot. Three-step pause is a basic balance drill in which you take 3 strides and then pause, 3 strides and then pause. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The lunge and jump drill combines power and balance as you begin in a lunge position and then jump up in between each, trying to maintain your balance and execute the form of a lunge, keeping your head and shoulders up straight. Stationary lunge in 3 forms practices balance while executing the lunge in 3 different directions using one leg at a time. So using just my right leg, I'll step forward, sideways, and then backwards. Always remember that as you execute the drill to also use your arms in the same motion. So when you go backwards, the opposite arm and opposite leg. Sitting and pumping is a drill in which you sit down and practice good upper body posture, swinging your arms back and forth, keeping your shoulders and back upright. As you pump your arms, make sure that they don't come above your chest and that they graze the ground as you go by. 3-foot hops, simply as it's stated, is 3 hops on one foot, switching, and then 3 hops on the other. Fast feet line jumps continue with the theme of today of ensuring that you're focusing on explosiveness but balance at the same time. As you execute the drill, remember to use the line back and forth. Utilizing the same baseline, sidestep line drills allow you to focus on your lower body while keeping your upper body still. Focus on the line off in the distance, and from side to side, go back and forth over the line, keeping your upper body still and focusing all on lower legs. Scissor over the line allows you to practice your running form while maintaining good upper body posture at the same token. Toe taps over the line are actually a great way to practice starting from a standing position. In track and field, your feet must start behind the white line that is built on the track. And this allows you to stand behind it and then practice being explosive on the opposite side of the line. Again, as you can see, your arms go in concert with your feet. So depending on which way you start can depend on how you execute this drill and which way you practice it more frequently. As we advance through the drills, 1 foot hop over the line allows you to also continue practicing your running form while utilizing the baseline, alternating your arms along with your feet. An advancement to sideways over the lines is to 1 hop over the line, utilizing the same baseline, turning sideways and hopping from 1 foot to the other. And again, arms are very important as part of all these drills. Just make sure that you take each foot when doing this drill. You can start with the right leg, execute for 10 hops, and switch to the left leg, executing for 10 hops. Strides are a basic running drill where you practice easy acceleration up to top end speed, maintain that top end speed, and then slowly decelerate. In an indoor facility, you can utilize, let's say, a basketball court and break it up into thirds. 30 feet acceleration, 30 feet maintenance, 30 feet deceleration. If you're in an outdoor facility, you can use a larger area and break it up into thirds to execute the drill. The purpose is that when you're at top end speed, is to make sure that you're running with good, proper form and posture, and not to sacrifice that just to run fast. Wall running can serve as a great drill to begin your workout program. In this example, you focus on solely your lower body while having your hands up against a wall or a fence and facing it. So I'll turn around and execute the drill accordingly.